Hello, welcome back to a video. My name is Gemma and today we're going to have a bit of a throwback situation. So this time last year, or around this time last year, I did a video that looked at all of the series of books that I had started and not finished. And I thought what would be quite fun would be to go through the books I talked about, the series that I talked about in that video, and see if I have actually made any progress with any of them, or finished them. Probably unlikely, but let's see. And then I do have a spreadsheet here in the ether, which will tell me what additional series I've added to that list, because of course I've added series to that list. So we're going to watch the video together. I'm not going to make you watch all of it. We're just going to pick and choose. And let's see if I actually read the series that I start, shall we? What's going on with my hair today? Well, let's start at the top. So the first series that I have started is the Broken Earth series by N.K. Jemison. Yeah, I've still only read the first book in this series. Even though I really loved the first one and I gave it 5 stars, and I've been meaning to carry on with it ever since. And that was 2 years ago and I still haven't. Next. And that is the Wayfarers series. So I'm currently reading The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I have finished the Wayfarers series, completed. So that's quite good. The next series is the Daevabad Trilogy. I have actually read 2 of these. I've read the first and the second. Oh no. So I thought I read the second since I did this video. Obviously not. And I still haven't read the third one. So fail. So the next series is also one that I've really started very recently, and that is the Wild Robot series. There are currently 2 out in this. Okay, so I have actually read the second book in this series. The third one I think is out anytime now. I think is it due out in September? So technically I'm up to date with this one. So this is actually going better than I thought it would go. And that is the Nevermore series by Jessica Townsend. Okay, so I'm up to date with that. I've read the 3 that are out. The 4th one is due out. It keeps getting pushed back, so who knows when it's going to arrive. But yeah, up to date. Check me out. I feel like I'm a professional. Watch it all go wrong now. The First Law Trilogy by Jo Abercrombie. I read the first book of this in January, I believe, The Blade itself, and really loved it. Okay, so I have read the second in this series, Before They Are Hanged, and I have got plans to read the third one this month. So that will be the trilogy complete. So that only took 18 months. But yes, no, this is still actively ongoing, so that's good. The Lightbringer series by Brent. Oh, the Lightbringer series. I really enjoyed the first book. Bought the second book. Have I picked that up? No, I have not. Yeah, I just haven't. I need to continue. The Bone Shard Daughter. And I really enjoyed it. It was quite different. Okay, no, I haven't read the second one in that either. We started so well. It started strong and I feel like it's like going, oh. Okay, the next series, The Poppy War by RF Kuan. I read the first one of these, loved it, really inhaled that book. The Poppy War. No, I have not picked up the second one. Let's move swiftly on. So I started reading this when I was on placement from university. Okay, Game of Thrones. No. And actually this is an active decision. So I read the first 3 years ago, and I sort of stopped at the point where the books and the TV show start to go in different directions. So I'm going to still continue to stop there until Martin releases the next one, because I think, we're probably never going to get the finale of that series, so what's the point? That's all the fantasy. Let's go on to historical fiction, shall we? So the first series I want to talk about is the Earth's Children series by Jean M. Auel. The Earth's Children series. Another book where I really loved the first book. I gave it 5 stars. And I do believe I forced Charlie at Charlie McRead's to buy that book, when we went shopping like last year. But no, I have not continued the series.
The next series is the 6 Tudor Queens series by Alison Weir, and I think I deserve a bit of a stay of execution on this one because, as you will know if you've been to my channel before, I am hosting a read-along of this series, the Tudor Along, where we read one book every 2 months.
Okay, 6 Tudor Queens, tick. Mainly because I was hosting that as a read-along with Emily from Novel Novels. If you want to see our live chats, they are in the live chat section of my whatever. But yes, no, finished, complete.
The next one is sort of a series. It's the Lonesome Dove series by Hilary McMurtry.
Okay, no, I haven't. I really do want to pick up the next one, but I haven't. No.
Oh yes, the next one. The Thomas Cromwell series. So I read Walpole in January.
Okay, yeah, no, I still haven't continued with the Walpole trilogy. I really should. I should at least read the second one because everyone says the second one is like really, really good. The Mirror in the Light fills me with dread because of the size of it, but I should at least read the second one.
Okay, the next series I want to talk about is the Wolf Den series by Elodie Harper. I read the Wolf Den in the winter last year and loved it so much. And then this came out.
Oh, so embarrassing. Yes, no, I haven't read. I haven't read the next in the Wolf Den trilogy, and the final one is due out in November, so I really should prioritise that. Trouble is, I feel like I should prioritise all of these, and there is only so much time.
Okay, the next series is the Freedman Johnson series by Laila Ibrihim. I've read the first 2.
Okay, I finished this one. Check me out, finished, complete.
Okay, then we have Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I've read the first 5 in this series.
No. Yeah, I'm still only 5 in. They're just so big, the Outlander books. So yeah, I haven't picked up the 6th in the series. Soz.
Then we have the Plantagenet and Tudor novels by Philippa Gregory. So these I haven't read in order. I've just sort of picked them up willy-nilly.
Okay, so I haven't picked up any more of the Philippa Gregory Tudor Plantagenets series. I felt pretty tutored out after I did the Alison Weir read-along, so I will go back to some more Philippa Gregory at some point, but just not really in the mood for it now. And they are all sort of standalone books, really. So yeah.
So we have the Brown Sisters trilogy, which has had a lot of hype on BookTube and isn't usually my thing because it's romance, but it's so funny. And when you need something just light and easy to read that's going to make you laugh, these books are perfect.
No, I haven't read the last in the Brown Sisters trilogy. I will at some point go back to it, but I have heard that the Eve Brown one is the weakest in the trilogy, and I think that's sort of putting me off, really. But when I want something light-hearted, which is not very often, which is probably why it's still unread, then maybe I will go back to this.
Then we have another romance series, the Heartstopper book. So this is volume 1. I've read volumes 1, 2 and 3.
Yes, finished Heartstopper. Can't wait for the 5th one to come out at the end of the year. That will be read pretty rapidly.
Okay, then we have a crime mystery series again, which is not usually my thing, and that is the Finlay Donovan series. I read the first one.
Okay, I still haven't picked up the second, and the third is out as well for this now. But again, I do really want to read them because they are a lot of fun, but I'm just, yeah, I just haven't really been in the mood for lighthearted. So yeah, at some point I will get to the next 2.
Then we have sort of staying in the murder theme, but more of a police procedural series, the Dublin Murder Squad by Tana French. I read In the Woods.
No, I haven't read any more of the Tana French series, and I know it's supposed to be really good. So I need to get to that at some point. My hair is really like, look at the state of it. It's just everywhere. It's just like, anyway, we're not here about hair.
Then we have the African trilogy by Chinua Achebe. I have read the first.
Okay, so I had bought the second for this. I did buy it on a book haul a while back. So I do own the second one in this series now. So I don't really have an excuse, but then I own quite a lot of these that I still haven't read. So I don't really know where I was going with that thought, but I will at some point get to it. It lives on my shelf.
That's 23 unfinished series.
Okay, so that was 23 last year that were unfinished. Obviously, I have finished a few. Okay, so I've just done a quick count. So I completed 5 and I was on 23. So that takes us to 18. 18 unfinished series. Had I not added more to the list. So let me tell you what else has happened in the last year. So actually one that I forgot to mention last year was the Seven Sisters series by Lucinda Riley, which now has 8 books. The last one, Pub Assault, came out this summer, I believe. I've still only read the first in that series, and they're all chunky books as well. So, yeah. Oh, I did start and finish a series, the Monk and Robot series by Becky Chambers, which is like 2 really short novellas. Finished. Because I'm a professional. I also started this year the Noughts and Crosses series by Valerie Blackburn. The first book was so good. It was so much darker than I thought it was going to be. But there are 3 more books in that series. So yeah, it was another one. I wanted to pick up the next one straight away. Did I pick it up straight away? No, I did not. And now it's like nearly a year later and here we are. Scanned Out on the Unicorn Thief by A.F. Steadman. I did do a solo review for this. I will leave that below. And for Noughts and Crosses, I will also leave below. So yes, I read Scandar and me and Sam are reading the second one, Scandar and the Phantom Rider. I would say we've stalled on it a little bit, and I think it's because it's like the summer holidays. So when we get back into routine, hopefully we'll go back to that book and finish it. But yeah, so that's not too bad because those are the only 2 out. The next one is due out in the spring. So I've put the Three Musketeers series on here. I did, spoiler alert for my wrap up, I did finish the Three Musketeers in April. It took me like 6 months to finish that book. And there are more. There's quite a few more in the series. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more technically in the series. So what I need people to tell me is, do you need to read all of those? Basically, I need to read The Man in the Iron Mask for my scratch list. Do I need to read all these other books before I get to it? Tell me. If you know Demar, I need to know. Anne of Green Gables. So I didn't put this on the list last year because I thought I was finished with the series. I'd read the first 3 and I was like, oh, the third one was pants, so I'm not going to continue. And then everybody else continued to read the whole series and said the last one was like mind-blowing. So now I want to read the whole series so that I can get to the last one and have my mind blown. So it's back on here. I've read the first 3, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go. Oh, another completed series, the Tea Dragon Society series by Kay O'Neill. I've read all 3 of those. I started A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison. Really enjoyed the first one. There are another 3 of those. Finished The Witch Boy Trilogy by Molly Knox Ostertag. Really enjoyed, so much fun, graphic novels. The Singing Hills Cycle by Nevo. I've read the first 2. And there are 2 more to go. I'm not really loving that series, but they're super short. And I did, like an idiot, request the 4th one on NetGalley before I read the first one, thinking, yes, this is absolutely a me series. And then I'm reading them thinking it's not a me series. So I kind of feel like I need to finish it because I need to do the NetGalley review. You know? Okay, and the last 2 are both really recent starts. So the Expanse series by James S.A. Corey. I've read Leviathan Wakes the first. And there are, how many? I don't know. How many are there in this series? I don't know. Are there 11? Are there 9? I don't know. There's also short stories. Anyway, there's a lot more to go. And I've read 1. But I do have plans to read the second one in October, so that's good. Then we have The Dark is Rising sequence that I'm currently reading with Alison the Giant Bookshelf and Jackets for Bookjoy. And we've read the first 2. We read the first 2 in August. We're currently reading Greenwich, the 3rd one, and then there's 2 more after that. So I think that should get finished because we're reading it as a group. So that's good. So what is the new total, Gemma, you ask me? 26. So we're up. We've increased our series by 3 on last year. which isn't great, is it? We're supposed to be finishing them, Gemma, not continuing them. So yeah, I really need you to tell me which of these I should be prioritising, because clearly I have no ability to prioritise for myself. So yeah, I would also like to know if other people have this many started and unfinished series. Is it just me? It can't just be me, right? Anyway, I am going to have some lunch and I will catch you all very soon with another one. Bye, guys.